times at the point guard position at 6'6", so he brings some versatility, just a utility guy. Really does everything well for his ball club.
Can never have too many of those.
Yeah.
Free throw good, and pressure picked up again by Morgan State.
And taking advantage of Perkins out of the game, see if they can convert more turnovers.
I like it. Oh, they called offensive, and look who took the charge. Louis Junkum.
Junkum is all over the place today. Obviously started early in the paint, sacrificing his body there on the alley-oop. And that's what you like. That's what gets a team going right there. Just defense, big-time play, negating that easy basket there by Somerville.
Good idea by the Hornets, though. And now they drop back to his own.
And this zone is, they really are wide. They cover a lot of distance. But you have to stay attached to Hobbs. Hobbs and Burke, the two little guys on the floor, more than capable from downtown.
Cameron Hobbs from Stockbridge, Georgia. Oh, he gets the friendly bounce.
Staten didn't go in there that time. He pulled up. He learned from his last possession on that offensive foul.
Morgan State doing a good job of attacking the Delaware State zone, just not executing quite enough to get the bucket.
Well, they're doing a good job. They're planning somebody, or at least having somebody flash up to the free throw line area where that's an open spot. And on that last play, McCullough unable to convert, but certainly the right kind of execution against that zone.
Delaware State forces the turnover. Stone hits ahead to Muniz. Back to Stone, who called for it. Looked like he even thought about it from that deep. Khyrie Staten with the bucket and the foul.
And that was impressive right there. Stephanie Staten, who's very aggressive. The concentration got bumped low by Copeland. Still able to knock it in, and big time lift and much needed basket here for the Hornets.
And it's good. 3-point play.
And
Khyrie Staten, go ahead.
Yeah, and Staten is very hungry to score. Obviously aggressive. Attack mode.
I like the defense there. Isaiah Burke with the block. Speaking of hungry to score, he is the Morgan State Bears leading scorer, averaging 20 points per game, and he's got 0 so far, Grant.
Yeah, no, he hasn't really been able to get going, but he hit a big corner three in that earlier game, tied the score with 22 seconds left. The leader of this ball club is certainly not afraid of the big stage in the moment.
Does that worry you when you're the opponent and you see, this is a close game and their leading scorer has yet to score?
You know, it does. It does concern you a bit if you're Delaware State. And obviously for Kevin Brodus, he's excited. Look, he hasn't had a chance to get going. Too good a player to stay scoreless for long. You know, it's a matter of time before Burke starts to get into a rhythm.
Khyrie Staten with the up and under post move. Delaware, Taylor Rooks, I believe you have more on Coach.
Yeah, Stephanie, you know, in that last huddle, he looked at his team and he said, listen, are we scared? I don't think so. That means go to the glass. Be tougher, be smarter. He actually referenced how they were practicing, and he said, I have been preaching this to you all. You have to go in there, you have to be tough, and you have to assert yourself against this team. Stephanie?
I love that, Taylor, and that's good advice in basketball and life.
It is, and it's amazing what coaches have to go through. You almost become psychologists during the game, empowering, motivating, inspiring you guys. And let's see if the Bears here can respond after that timeout.
Well, that's a good response. Cameron Hobbs for 3.
Yeah, more than capable, as I said, from downtown. He's 2 for 3 right now, finding the seams against that zone.
Delaware State made some substitutions. We got Chloe Parker in the game. Right here with the ball. And this, I think, could be advantage Del State because we talked about it. Morgan State does not have everyone. So Delaware State has the ability to shuttle in bodies throughout the game.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if that depth will wear down the Bears throughout this game. You saw Kevin Broder say there's no reason to be tired because of the long timeouts here on TNT. Managing that will be interesting to follow.
Did you say he was not shy?
Not at all.
Cameron Hobbs again with the bucket. Deflection and steal by Morgan State. David McCullough, right place, right time.
And once again, being able to score to set up that press, and that press giving problems to Delaware State. Their previous game on January 28th, Delaware State handled that pressure well, did not turn the ball over, and obviously won a very close game, but struggling here in this first half because of the pressure and the shooting from downtown from Hobbs. 9
turnovers already by Delaware State.
Yeah, that's just too many.
Yes, we talked about Morgan State third in NCAA for forced turnovers. They're fourth in steals. So 2 stats that are directly correlated for your defense. They're up top 5 in the country.
And also 20th in the nation in blocks. So block shots. So as we see Michael B. Jordan there, who's busy working. They just wanted to come over and dap each other up. Right. I get that. Hey, I would too.
Nice hustle, fella. Young fella.
Well, get back out there.
Right. Morgan State, another turnover. McCullough with the layup in transition.
Almost another turnover right there, but just rattled right now offensively. Delaware State can't get a look at the basket. They're not valuing the basketball. I think you got to go inside, attack off the bounce, and make sure you get a good shot every possession if you're the Hornets.
There's a good shot.
Right on cue.
Yes, it was. Khyrie Staten knocks it down.
We have
a player from Morgan State, David McCullough, is injured. That happens when he came out to try to double on Corey Perkins and
touching it to see some sensitive spots. He's clearly in pain right now. I asked the trainer, is he doing okay? He looked at me and said, ish. So we'll see as that progresses, you all. Stephanie.
Thank you so much, Taylor. Ish is never good, unless you're Ish Smith. And you're pretty good.
Well, I was going to say, my whole body is ish at this point in my life. But I'll tell you what, Morgan State once again getting back to establishing a presence in the paint. It's been Hobbs from 3 and getting the ball inside to Junkham there. Great pass, attacking that sweet spot, and Junkham being available, making himself available, and smiling for the cameras and the folks back home.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, Morgan State, remember, they only have 9 bodies to start this game for players that are available. So if David McCullough cannot come back to play, that puts them down to 8. With a team that likes to pressure you on defense, that could be a problem.
Could be a problem. Is 8 enough? We'll see. Hopefully McCullough can get back out and contribute.
Delaware State looking to attack. Oh my goodness, Robinson got up for that rebound.
A lot of contact there on that play.
Perkins trying to set it up. Khyrie Staten with the baseline jumper.
And we were talking about Staten earlier. He's averaging 13.5 on 50% field goal shooting in the last 4 games. And this coming after a 9-game stretch where he really struggled for finding his rhythm as of late.
Look at the aggressiveness. I like it. Daquan Copeland for the Morgan State Bears everywhere. Hobbs this time getting in the mix.
And unfortunate, Kyle Johnson worked hard, got the rebound, but you bring the ball down. You give even people 5'10" a chance to get involved. And Hobbs, not just a shooter, aggressive on the defensive end and drawing that foul. Once again, another turnover for Delaware State.
Yes. Morgan being very aggressive. Hobbs leading the way there, makes the first free throw. Here's a word from Toyota, our presenting sponsor for this event.
Come on, Jalen. You got it.
Be fearless, Jalen.
To celebrate, the contribution.
You ready for takeoff? Let's do it.
Never underestimate the power of a nudge. Toyota, let's go places.
Made both free throws for Morgan State and still pressure, Grant.
This is Morgan State. They're going to do this all game. Sometimes a full court press. Right now, three-quarter press. And I think at this point, though, getting the ball back inside either to Somerville or Stone, a necessity now on the offensive end. Just no rhythm or flow because of this defense and this pressure.
I mean, they're trying to get the ball out of Corey Perkins' hands, doubling him every chance they get. 2 on the shot clock. Stone had to let it go, almost made it, and look at the turnover forced. Hobbs everywhere. Now Delaware State gets the steal, ahead to Perkins, who attacks the rim. That's no good, but Robinson is right there for the offensive rebound, and he gets fouled.
Yeah. Pretty chaotic on this last exchange here, but the turnover for Delaware State leading to the numbers. And then, of course, Robinson, one of the things I admire about his game is just knows how to draw fouls, knows how to get to the free throw line, uses his size and his strength to initiate contact instead of trying to avoid it. And that certainly worked right there on that offensive rebound putback.
That's a really good point. And, you know, he shoots 83% from the free throw line. That has a lot to do with it.
It does.
Right? Because if you're not a good free throw shooter, you're not eager to get there.
I agree.
The Invesco QQQ Legacy Classic is brought to you by Toyota. Never underestimate the power of a nudge. You see that at all levels of basketball, Grant. If you can't make a free throw, then you stop being aggressive.
That's true. Well, that's true. That's certainly a weapon. And he takes advantage of that with his driving and his power and his confidence.
Morgan State attacking this Delaware State defense. Offensive rebound putback is no good. Stitt now has the ball. Good hustle by Delaware State. Corey Perkins setting up the offense. Khyrie Staten, he makes the bucket.
And his usage rate is second in the MEAC behind Coppin State's Sam Sessom. So when he's in the game, he is looking to score. And thankfully, he's doing that, keeping the Hornets here in the game.
Robinson ahead to Stitt, who travels, and we're going to send you on
as the official financial education program of the NCAA. Invesco QQQ is committed to empowering college students and student athletes with accessible educational resources like how not to suck in money to kickstart their journey to financial independence. Over the course of the last year, and even just earlier this week, I've had the pleasure of being a part of Invesco QQQ's financial education conversation with college students and student athletes across the country. It's been great engaging with them as they begin to build their legacies. Students can build core financial skills and play the game for free today at hnstsam.com. Stephanie?
That is awesome, Taylor. And I heard through the grapevine, Miss Rooks, that you did an amazing job at that event. You just saw you and Grant on screen, a little snippet, but excellent job, you guys.
No, thank you. And she did a great job. And certainly kudos there to Michael B. Jordan for his vision. Obviously, Invesco QQQ for not just putting on a fantastic sort of festival of basketball this afternoon, but having the workshops, talking about financial literacy. And you know what was great? Both teams were there. And, you know, these teams, Morgan State and Delaware State, they were engaged. They asked some great questions. And, of course, we had a great host.
Yes.
Taylor Rooks running the show, keeping things going. So it was a fun evening and a fun time here in Newark.
That's awesome. I just love it. I love it, you know, because people sometimes lose sight of it. They're student athletes. So their job is to get the most out of their college experience. So well done. Morgan still keeping their pressure up. Stitt breaks it by himself, finds Munez in the middle. That shot attempt is no good. Bob Lawson leading the charge. High off the glass. He gets it in.
And right now, Morgan State's just playing harder than Delaware State. I mean, they're going small, scrapping, not giving up on plays. Can't diagram it if you're the coach. You just got to go out and emphasize effort and then have that guy right there. Nope, that might have been the first shot that he's missed here. It seems like he's made everything he's shot today, excuse me.
Yeah, pretty close. 3 for 5 from behind the arc, including that one. Perkins with the attempt, and that's good. Oh, did he do a little extra follow-through on that one?
Yeah, he might have.
I think so. You better be careful.
Yeah, I like that. Take the challenge, young man.
Rob Lawson, he hit the 3. The extra follow-through, just in case you're wondering, was in Rob Lawson's face. So that was his response.
That was his response. I'll tell you right now, it's been all Morgan State. You have Delaware State a little bit rattled, taking quick shots, not executing their offense. So, you know, Delaware State going to have to slow down a little bit when they get into the half-court set.
Timeout called by Morgan State.
Yeah, and then it's showing off right here. I mean, just great defense, forcing pressure, and then establishing the center inside. They did that in the first half. Jonkum got going, and they're doing it here in the second.
Jonkum shooting 2, but that was the 4th foul for Somerville. So he is going to take a break. The Invesco QQQ Legacy Classic is brought to you by Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Somerville to the bench with his 4th foul.
And it's interesting right now, Stan Waterman for Delaware State making the adjustment here. Didn't come back in with a big. He has Stitt, he has Stone on the bench. But opting to go small with this lineup, having Johnson at the center position, maybe more ball handlers can help offset the pressure of Morgan State.
Jonkum with the denial.
Looked like a foul.
Morgan State in transition. I like the spin move. Couldn't convert the bucket, but the second chance opportunity is there.
And Jonkum right now in double figures. Really efficient, scoring down low, but the physical presence and second chance opportunity.
Jonkum takes the charge again.
So the spin move right here. Didn't make the shot, but definitely was impressive. And on the other end, Jonkum, once again, he did this in the first half, took a charge, and I really thought that was a big momentum play for Morgan State. At that time, Delaware State had gotten going, was in a groove offensively, took that charge in the first half and really lifted them, and certainly did it again.
You're right about that first half charge. I mean, that really sparked the run that they went on to create some separation. We're talking about the depth of Morgan State. David McCullough will not return. Look at the layup. Jonkum with the assist that time.
Yeah, he is really doing a little bit of everything right now, but it's just a beautiful cut. And like I said, it's just energy and effort. These moments here, though, Delaware State has to take advantage, and great decision there.
Khyrie Staten
pulling up. If you can attack the press and get opportunities, you've got to convert on the offensive end if you're Delaware State.
Nunez gets the rebound for Delaware State, hits ahead immediately. Perkins finds Staten. No good. Morgan State ball.
And just a beautiful cut, bounce pass. You don't see big guys able to pass on the dribble like that. Certainly a design play there. Great read and great concentration on the finish.
Beautiful. Delaware State picking up full court man-to-man, trying to return the favor. Little pressure.
They're going to have to get stops. You know, you got to get stops on the defensive end, secure the possession by getting a rebound, and that was just too easy. A blow-by right there. No one to come over from the weak side, and Morgan State really just having their way here to start the second.
That was Isaiah Burke. He's got 6 points. Remember, he is their leading scorer, Burke. He averages 20. Jonkum with the rebound. Bodies on the floor. Jump ball called.
And right there, just 1-2 dribbles at the rim. You got to have a little bit more resistance defensively if you're Delaware State. With everything going in the favor of the Bears here, and just really doing it with effort and intensity and determination on both ends.
And look at the size of the Morgan State team right now. All guards, small guards, and Junkum.
That's right. I mean, just, you know, and that's who they are. They don't have the luxury right now of depth and being able to bring guys in and out of the lineup, but still bringing that effort.
Yes. Ooh. Oh, almost got it to fall, Robinson did. With the acrobatic attempt under the basket.
Really difficult on him personally. Said Malik was one of his closest friends, and everybody called them the best duo in the MEAC, so it's been an adjustment. But he told his teammates this is their opportunity to showcase their skills. He said, if you're upset about playing time, now's the moment to prove yourself. We're down bodies, go out there, have an impact, and we're seeing that today, Stephanie.
Taylor, we certainly are. I mean, Malik Miller averages almost 18 points per game. He was preseason second team All-MEAC. That's a big loss to still continue to find some success.
A big-time loss. Only player is Junkin once again having his way on the interior, but Miller, only player to rank in the MEAC's top 5 in scoring, rebounding, and assists. And let's check this out. At 6'4", leads the conference with 9.8 rebounds a game and averaged the most rebounds of any guard in the nation.
My goodness.
His versatility is so important. But you said it best, Morgan State figuring out or finding a way. And when you lose guys who are such an integral part of your team, it takes a minute for the team to figure out who they are. They got a new identity, and looks like right now they're figuring it out here on national television against Delaware State.
Malik Miller from Washington, D.C., one of those DMV kids. Hey, Grant, don't miss the U.S. women's national soccer team as they compete in the She Believes Cup beginning February 16th on HBO Max. I know that you all are soccer fans in your family.
And that actually is in Orlando. So my wife and kids will be there. Tracy will have me on the road working, though, in Salt Lake City at All-Star Weekend. So I won't be there in attendance.
Foul call. But, you know, getting back to all the injuries that Taylor Rooks was reporting on with Malik Miller being down, when we were at practice yesterday, Grant Hill being obviously who you are, you're highly sought after. And we had Colin Nomine come over and ask for your autograph, but it wasn't even for him. He wanted to get it for Malik Miller.
I know. That was
a good teammate.
It's a great teammate. I think that really sort of signifies what this team is all about.
Yeah.
You know, Malik Miller, such an important piece, well-liked amongst this group,
yes.
Not with the team. And Colin thinking of his buddy, and certainly a beautiful gesture on his part.
I love that. And we learned something, too. Colin being from Enugu State, Nigeria.
We did. We had a wonderful conversation. Right now, not really needed as much. He's had some spot minutes in this game. Of course, started the game for Morgan State, but the small ball lineup has given all types of problems to the Hornets here this afternoon.
Yes, it's been very effective for Coach Broadus. Delaware State with the turnover. Perkins has the ball, step through, tries to get the bucket, no good.
And the officials are letting them play. I thought Perkins had a little contact on that drive attempt.
Johnson with the putback.
And Johnson loves the contact. Just once again taking advantage inside on the interior, using the force and physicality at the rim.
Johnson with 14 points, but a perfect 6 for 6 from the field, and also, just for good measure, took 2 charges.
You're right. It's been just blue-collar, lunch pail mentality right there, using that strength. Stone, we talked about, not quite as strong as the big fella right there. You know, when you're 6 for 6 from the field, as you said, I believe you said 6 for 6
yes.
from the field, you want the ball more.
Right, right.
Hey, guys, get me the ball. I'm hot.
He's battling inside, too.
He is.
Stone with the skyhook in the paint.
And right now, let's see if Delaware State can just kind of chip away. You know, it's a 15-point game. Obviously, a lot of basketball is left. You've got to be efficient on the offensive end. Get stops and secure the defensive possession by getting rebounds. Can't give second chance opportunities to Morgan State.
in transition, takes the contact, cannot convert.
And I thought he could have dropped it off there. Stone was running the floor. Perkins a little frustrated. I think the physicality, the officials letting him play, but another missed opportunity on that possession for the Hornets.
Oh, they called the travel there. That was Isaiah Burke. I thought they were calling a foul.
Yeah, no, it's well, you know, it's interesting because we live a lot in the NBA.
Yes.
And interestingly enough, when you watch the college game, at times it feels like there's more physicality allowed in the game than in the NBA game.
That is interesting. You're right.
Yeah, no, it's interesting in that regard. So freedom of movement, calls and things of that nature. So, but they're letting them play right here. And got to be tough when you go into the rim.
Morgan with that defense again.
Good pass.
Nice. Excellent drop off. Khyrie Staten finds Brandon Stone inside. .13 game. Morgan State being very patient on the offensive end. Robinson skies for the rebound.
Right now, getting stops, transition. Ooh.
Contact again, but Brandon Stone there for the slam.
And right now, the run that Delaware State is on coincides with Jonkum going to the bench, understanding his value. They have not scored and turned the ball over a number of times.
Wow. Good observation by you.